Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tripping from the Box. As you may have read today, the Los Angeles Kings fired head coach John Stevens. To my surprise, he was the first casualty and not Mike Yeo of the St. Louis Blues. But the Kings have not been doing well this year. Even though they won last night against the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-1, they've been off to an awful start. It hasn't helped that Jonathan Quick has been hurt, but that's part of the problem. You see, they've been relying on Jonathan Quick too much. Now, when they won the Cup in both 2012 and 2014, they did have great supporting players. In 2012, they acquired Jeff Carter. In 2014, they acquired Marian Gaborik. But when you think about the grand scheme of things, they've had the same core for years on end. And they really haven't made changes to adapt to the play of the Western Conference. You think about Nashville, Winnipeg, even Vegas, they don't really have big name guys, but they're talented guys and they have a lot of grit. The Kings do have that, but these guys are no longer big name guys. Anze Kopitar is a great player, but he can't do this all on his own. And Dustin Brown, it's hard to say about him because he's aging, and the physical play is probably getting to him. And Drew Doughty's really the only one back there on defense. Like I said, they had great supporting players when they won those two cups, but then down the road, those supporting players didn't step up when it mattered. So I think the Kings' problem is bigger than their coach, but unfortunately the coach is the easiest one to get rid of. But I think in the future, they really need to take a good hard look at their personnel, their players, and really figure out who's a great fit. Who's going to get them to that top tier of the Western Conference again? Because even when they won their two Stanley Cups, they barely snuck in. Especially in 2012, at the trade deadline, they were completely out of playoff contention, and they only got in because they were so hot in March and April. So they really need to, get some skill guys up front and get some help back at defense. Because at the end of the day, with what they have right now, they're not going to win the Stanley Cup. They're not going to compete against a Nashville, a Winnipeg, a Vegas, or even a San Jose. They're just not. So they really just need to, reconsider those things. And, I hope Willie Desjardins, gets this team moving forward. The hockey guy actually said earlier, what a good fit he would be, at least on an interim basis, and I do agree with that. But I do think that the Kings have a bigger problem outside their coach, and they need to take a good hard look at both the trade deadline and next summer to see what kind of player moves they need to make. I want to thank you all for watching. Please make sure you hit like and subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks again, and we'll talk soon.